Hello everybody and welcome to the video. Today is an interesting video. Today we will learn how to find a job in Canada as a new immigrant. I will share all my experiences, what I did and how I successfully got my job within 30 days, and the job was a relevant job. So I will share with you guys all the tips and tricks so that you can also follow, and hopefully you also get a job within a short span of time as a new immigrant in Canada. So let's get this video started.
So the first step in finding a job is to prepare your Canadian style resume. Now, you need to understand this that the resumes in our home country and the Canadians are a bit different. So on this, if you guys want, we can have a separate video altogether. If you want, you can write it in your comments. So the basic tips for a Canadian style resume is that there are no pictures in a Canadian style resume. You don't put your picture or your photograph in the resume. The second most important thing is that every position requires a tailor-made or a customized resume. So you need to have 5, 10 different resumes in your backup depending on the position you are applying on. Now, the third tip is using the star or the car method for your job description. For example, star method is situation, task, action, result. Similarly, the CAR or the CAR method is challenge, action, and result method for job description. Now, this tells you, for example, uh, I was hired as a branch manager. This can be a situation. The task can be that my job was to reduce the number of orders returned. Action can be a system I designed was implemented, and the result can be after the successful implementation of that system, the percentage of the return orders declined by 10%. So you need to study star method or the car method and then implement this in your resume. The fourth tip is that recruiters here don't have time. A research or a study says that there are only 3 seconds spent on each resume. So if it's long, it would be very difficult to catch employers' eyes. So I would recommend that keep it maximum 2 pages. That's it, no longer than 2 pages. Now the second step is to where to find the jobs. Once your Canadian style resume is ready, where exactly can you find the jobs? For this, I personally used, so number one tool would be Indeed. Yeah, let me show you Indeed. So this is Indeed.ca, and here basically there are hundreds and thousands of jobs. So you need to upload your resume here, make your profile, you need to sign in. Here you can write the job title or the name of the company or the keywords or the job you're looking for. Here you can find the location. For example, I say key account manager in Nova Scotia, find jobs. So here you can see account manager, key account representative, project manager. So these are all the relevant jobs, and then you can further select by in terms of salary, type of position, the location. So it has basically churned the keywords out. So the manager is a keyword, key is a keyword, and account is a keyword. So this is a brilliant website. I would recommend everybody to use Indeed. The other website is, of course, the all famous LinkedIn.com. So LinkedIn, my first tip to you would be that update your profile, your LinkedIn profile, and make this profile at least an all-star profile. Everybody must have an all-star profile in LinkedIn because people find you on LinkedIn. So for an all-star LinkedIn profile, you need to update everything. Write an about section, write in headline what you do, what companies you work for, what were the roles, explain the roles, excuse me, and add education, add languages, add certifications, whatever you have. Once you get an all-star profile, then you can use LinkedIn to find jobs. Now you go here in the job section, again similar to Indeed, you write whatever jobs you wanna hunt for, and then you search the location, and here it goes. Yeah, it will show you all the jobs which are currently, and there are lots and lots of jobs. You will get tired of applying, but the jobs won't finish, trust me on this. Now Monster is another great website. Monster, you can use Monster as well. And then government job bank, let me show you job bank. This is a Government of Canada job bank. This is for both employers and seekers. So you can join job bank, you can use it, and there are a lot of jobs in job bank as well. Uh, the last thing which I want to emphasize is the company websites. For me, this has been exceptional. It has worked very, very well for me. Yeah. So the company websites, the direct company website career portal, for example, let me show you one. So this is British American Tobacco, one of the biggest companies in the world making tobacco and related products. So careers.bat.com. Here you can log in, make your profile, search and apply, search careers. Again, write the job and the location and search for jobs. For example, in the location, I can say Canada. Keyword, I can say the position can be sales. So right now I can see many jobs in Canada, territory manager. So a lot of positions and they are open, so you can apply directly. Yeah. So now moving on to the third step. So you have made your Canadian style resume, you have found a job, yeah, in which you are interested in applying. Now how to apply is the third step. Now first is tailoring the resume as per the job description. So after finding the job, you will alter or customize or tailor your resume as per the particular jobs. Now let me show you how to do that. So for example, LinkedIn. In LinkedIn, for example, I found a job in Unilever Canada, uh, integrated shopper marketing leader. Yeah. So here it goes. Now all this is $1 million information. Yeah. You need to you need to pick the right keywords from this job description. Integrated shopper marketing lead. So shopper marketing is a keyword, and this is the job description. You will design the flow against the optimal timelines. You will create a playbook. You will assess the current agency. You will establish the definition and scope of work, including integrated teams, touch points, team. You will evaluate. So you will pick the right keywords from the job description only and put this in your resume. Yeah. So this, if you understand this, all this will become part of your resume. And another very important thing is that, see the starting words: develop, assess, establish, act, lead, own, create. These must be your starting words. Yeah, this can give you an idea. And if you are using past tense, so continuously use past tense. If you're using a verb, then continuously use verb: act, lead. So this you need to do it. Now you will pick the keywords, and if you guys don't know that, let me tell you, you can use resumeworded.com. Now resume, you will give them the resume. This is how it works. You will post the job description, and you will post your resume, and the software will work and will tell you that yes, the keywords in the job description matches your resume. So it's a very good website, resumeworded.com. There's a similar website which is jobscan.com. So these websites help recognize the keywords in the job description and the keywords in the resume and match and tells you the percentage of the keywords are similar or not. So why are we doing all this? Why are we studying the job description, the keywords? So basically, all these resumes, the job description or the jobs you are applying for will not end up in a human being's hand. So the companies, the bigger companies worldwide use ATS. ATS is an application or an applicant tracking system. So there's a computer, there's a robot, or there's a bot, or there's an algorithm which takes a look of your resume. Yeah. So there are hundreds and thousands of resumes being sent for a particular job for so the recruiter doesn't have time. So everything gets saved in ATS, and then the recruiter or the employer goes into the ATS and search for candidates, yeah, or the ATS gives them the best matches, so they save their time up and only contact the best matches which the ATS have selected for them. So you basically have to beat the bot or you have to beat the ATS system to get yourself or your application noticed with a real human being or a recruiter. So first you have to beat the system. Now ATS picks up the keywords. So if your keywords matches up, then there's a high chance that your ATS would be beaten, and then your resume will catch an eye of the real human being. So this is why this entire system is very important. And another tip is, which I have not mentioned here, is that few companies doesn't have advanced ATS. So their ATS can't really pick uh, the PDF. So my tip would be make your resume in Word format. Yeah. Because a lot of companies doesn't have very advanced ATS, so they can't pick the right keywords in PDF format. So use a Word format. So this is a very important thing. Now moving on, the fourth is keeping track of the application. Now this is very important. So I was applying for 20-25 jobs every day. Yeah. So it would get very difficult for me. Then I made a separate Excel sheet for myself where I would write company name, position applied for, where I found them, what was the talk, have emailed them or called them, have spoken to them on phone. So all these were, in a Excel sheet, which would be very handy for you guys. Now I had one another Excel sheet which contained the username and the password of all the company website portals. For example, I showed you like this one, the BAT one, this British American Tobacco. So it takes a very long time to make a profile on a company website, right? So every day if you're applying for 20-25 jobs, and if there are more jobs coming up every week or every month on the same company portal, then everything must be set up. So you will not log in or make your profile again and again. So keep an Excel sheet which has all your username and passwords, your Indeeds, LinkedIn's, uh, direct company websites. So this would come in handy for you guys. Now the fifth step is follow up. You made your resume, you found a job, you applied, you're keeping track of it. Now, if you're not hearing anything, there's no harm in following up. You can call the person after a week or 2 weeks, whatever the timeline was given to you, and ask what's going on, ask for an update. Or very politely, you can draft one very nice follow-up email, so which you can shoot to the person responsible and ask what is going on with your profile right now. So follow up. There's no harm in following up. If you guys want, I can help you design a good follow up email or a cover letter or resume. So I don't know if you guys want it. You can mention this in the comment section. We can work on that too. The last step, yeah, is basically preparing for your interview. You've been selected, you've got an interview call. So this would be the last step before these were the steps basically which I followed, and I was successful. I had no Canadian experience. uh, all my experience was from my home country, which was Pakistan. So I came in 2019 April. uh, in May, I got one job which I declined. I did not join. In June, I got another job which I accepted and joined. And I was getting a lot of interviews. Yeah. So my resume was worked, my system worked. The only problem was which I faced in many of the interviews was that having lack of Canadian experience. But then again, there was one employer who still hired me on my skill and not you know giving too much attention of my lack of Canadian experience and valued my home country experience. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Do subscribe and press the bell icon button. Whatever you want to ask, you can follow me on Instagram. You can DM me on Instagram, Facebook, or in the YouTube comment section only, and I'll find some time to reply back. And thanks for watching the video. Till then, goodbye.